All right. So now in this video, we're going to be talking more about Google My Business and how to get your own profile. Right. But before we talk about getting your own Google My Business profile, before we talk about setting it up, we need to understand the kind of businesses that qualify for Google My Business listing. Not every business qualifies for this. Not every kind of business qualifies for this. All right. So your business qualifies for Google listing if it has a physical address. In other words, you have an office, you have somewhere you operate from. It could be a warehouse, it could be an office, it could be anything, right? You have something, a physical address, something that you can say that, okay, yes, this is the address of the owner of the business, or this is the address of the business, or this is the address of people who run the business. This is an address that if for any reason Google has to send something to your business, Google has to deliver something to your business, they can deliver it to that address, right? So it's either that or you serve customers face to face. Okay, so you may not really have a physical address per se, like a physical address. Probably you go around, you go around serving customers. You could be a plumber, or you could be doing something else. Maybe you're a tailor, or maybe you're a barber, or maybe you're anything. You go around serving, doing home delivery, or you serving customers face to face. Now, this business is, the Google, you actually, this kind of business qualifies to be listed on Google. All right, ahead. So is either that or you do face-to-face service. Let's say you serve customers at events. All right, let's say you serve customers at events. Now, the difference between serving customers at their locations and and doing face-to-face, and doing the face-to-face delivery is that for face-to-face delivery, you could be doing it at events. Let's say what you do is, let's say you sell food, and you sell food at events. So once there's an event, you go to a particular event, you set up shop, right? You set up shop, and then you start selling. Now you actually qualify to be listed on Google if this is the way you operate. All right. And let's say if you serve customers at their locations, you possibly could be doing something like home deliveries. So let me give an example. Let's say you can have a photographer. Now, a photographer has a studio where you come and take pictures. The photographer could also be serving customers at their home, so going to their homes to take them pictures, doing home delivery, to take them family pictures and all that, right in their home, or in wherever location they choose. And the photographer could also be going to events, to sell his services at general events. So that photographer qualifies. Now, a barber could have a shop and be doing home delivery. He has a shop, a physical address, and he could also be doing home delivery. Okay, so a business can actually have these three features, or could have two, or could only have one. Right, but if your business is operated completely online, you don't actually qualify. If your business is an e-commerce store and all you do is people make an order and you run the delivery and all you don't actually qualify. Google will not really list your business if they discover that is the way you operate. All right, so the essence of Google My Business is to help brick and mortar businesses. That is, businesses that more like use manual processes to do business. Is to help them, is to help them gain more customers online by moving them online. That's the essence of Google My Business, right? So it's not really for businesses that are already established online and do everything online. There's really nothing physical. So if you run a digital agency, let's say you're a writer, or like you're a writer and you don't really offer any physical writing services. You don't have any head office. You don't have any office. You don't have any nothing. Like, you just, everything you do is online, and there is no physical address, nothing at all. You will not really be listed on Google. Okay, but let's say you're a writer, you're a publishing company, or you're a publishing agency, or you're a writing agency, and you have a physical office. Now that can actually work. Okay, you have a physical office, even if the physical office is your home. Now, some people might actually say, okay, oh, I'm a writer, but I do this thing from my home, or I sell products, I sell stuffs, okay, but I sell from home and I go around to deliver to people, I handle deliveries. Fine, yes, you actually qualify, okay, you actually qualify, but if you're a writer or you're a content creator and everything you do is on the online, you don't have any physical contact with people who patronize your services in whatsoever manner, you don't have any physical contact with them, you will likely not be listed on Google. Okay, but you might still have an e-commerce store, but you sell to people offline too. Yes, you qualify. Okay, so you can use your home address or any other physical address, or even the warehouse where you stock your stuff. Okay, you could use it as the address for your physical services. All right, so that's it about Google, about businesses that are listed on Google, that qualify to be listed on Google. Now, let's talk about how businesses appear on Google. Now, for Google to list your business, there are three things that are considered. One is prominence. Prominence in the sense that Google tries to understand your business. Google looks at how prominent, how well established your business looks online. Okay, how well established it looks online. Do you have a website? How many times has your website, has how many times has people, or how many times have people talked about your business online on different other websites? So Google checks these things. Okay, oh yeah, okay, all right. So you have a My Business profile, and then you also have a Facebook page. All right. Google checks Facebook and discovers that in several places in Facebook, your business is mentioned. All right. Google checks other websites, maybe other forum sites like Naraland and the rest of them, and discovers that your business was also mentioned on other websites. These are things that actually determine prominence. These are these things that actually, and in prominence too, they also look at reviews. They also look at how many people are directly searching for your business. For example, if, let's say, offline, you're making a lot of noise about your business offline, and you're making a lot of noise, and each time people are going to Google to search for your business, to search for that your business name, your prominence increases. These are things that Google will look at. If people are always going to search for their business name, your prominence will increase. If people are always, if you have a lot of reviews on that, you have a lot of recent reviews, and you have a lot of overall reviews on that your business prominence, it's going to be high. Okay, another thing they also look at is relevance. Now, let's say someone goes to Google and searches tattoo parlor, tattoo parlor in Lekki Phase 2, Lagos. All right. Now, if your tattoo parlor is located in Lekki Phase 3 or Lekki Phase 1, or on the mainland in Lagos or another state entirely, your business might likely not appear. And even if it appears, it might appear in other pages. It will appear down, 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 possibly in other pages. But if your tattoo parlor is in Lekki Phase 2, and that person comes and searches for tattoo parlor in Lekki Phase 2, even though Google looks at other things, Google might actually look at other things like the location of the person. In order to rank businesses, Google might look at the exact location of the person, and Google might want to recommend the closest tattoo parlor to the person. But at least Lekki Phase 2 is a small place. Your business will at least appear in tattoo parlors that are listed, in Lekki Phase 2. Alright, so, but if your business is located elsewhere, it might not really be relevant to that search, and Google will likely not list it. So that is the importance of relevance. So you increase your relevance when you tell Google that, look, oh, this is the exact location of my business. And then when you specify the exact location of your business, and Google understands that, okay, this is the exact location of my business, and these are the kind of services I offer in this location. Google understands it, it sticks to its head. You become a lot more relevant, and then you can now start working on building your prominence, getting more reviews and all that. Okay, then another thing they look at is distance, okay, which is also a part of the whole relevance thing. They look at distance, they consider how far you are, how far the person that is searching for that your business is, how far the person is from the exact location that you know specified in that your Google My Business profile. So these are things that Google actually looks at, you know, for your listing, you know, to for your listing to for your business to be listed and also ranked well. All right, so we're going to go ahead, you know, we're going to go ahead in the next video, and we're going to be going straight up to creating a Google My Business profile. So in the next video.